Ba, 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 ba. Good evening, everyone. It's Sparks here, back for more FF14. Last time around, we faced Guardian Arkfeld and wrapped up the story of Mamook, while also doing the annual anniversary event. So, now it's time for a bit of new content. Firstly, I'm gonna put up a recording of the Yakhui quest line, the first part after the initial. Once we finish that, once that's finished, I've unlocked the next bit, so we're gonna do that right away, and then we'll jump into the deep dungeon and try and see how far we can get for that today. So, yeah, without further ado, alright everyone, this is going to be part 1 of continuing the Yakhui questline. As I don't have time for a full stream right now, I'm gonna be just doing this in parts and uploading this part of the next stream, so enjoy. Alright, so still as a stone. Your work thus far has been greatly appreciated, Sparks. Each time I look upon our progress, I am impressed anew at everyone's diligence. In fact, we've already moved on to our next step, building a stonemason's workshop. It will be essential to restoring the breathless altar to its former grandeur. Each stone that was swept away must be made again, in the traditional Yakhui fashion no less. Such is the way for all of our ceremonial spaces. Since transporting so much stone with more or less echo would only result in broken bricks and sore backs, the workshop will be our most vital project yet. I have entrusted this construction to a skilled mason named Gerzohor, and work was proceeding at pace until a certain incident occurred. I have yet to hear details as things progress is stalled. I need to go to speak with him. We'll be grateful if you could accompany me. It might be easier to solve whatever problem awaits us if we tackle it together. Cool. Let's go do it. At least we can use our mounts to speed up getting around this area. Also, yeah, this place is not far from the Aetherite that was already there, so it's not surprising they didn't add one. Here we are, Sparks. This is Gerzohar. As you can see, he is distraught. My words do not seem to reach him. No know what's happened, only that he is intent on leaving. Perhaps a softer voice than mine might soothe his fright. Why don't you give it a try, Sparks? Yeah, I can try soothing him. Apologize for annoying you before. I was packed and barely aware of my surroundings. I should probably explain why. While I was going about my task for the day, I caught sight of one of the snow spirits. It pranced about playfully, approached, and pelted with icy magic. My fleet was impaled by a frozen spear, but now that I have seen the extent of the rat, I can't risk my life working here. Oh dear. I warned everyone to be wary of the spirits, but it seems I failed to convey just how dangerous they can be. I understand Gerzohar's fears. Technically emphasizes how crucial it is for us to complete restoration of the altar. For that, we need his expertise. Mark, you come with me to Warless Echo to help convince our mason to return. There must be some way to sway him. Yeah, probably. Oh look, it's my chocobo, who is blue now. It's making me very happy. Now we fly. I remember your apologies, but if you mean to convince me to climb back up that mountain, I must refuse. Words of our work, all of our Capacha depends on it. All of our Capacha. I will turn somewhere I meant to appease the spirit, but... Alright, so now, if I was taken by surprise so easily, others might be as... Well, that is what we work for, do we not? To restore peace to our Capacha. Yes, I understand your point. Yet the very memory of that terrible moment sends a chill down my spine that keeps my legs firmly planted here. I understand your feelings. I feel them too. Utorka was courageous in the face of all that, and so must we be. The one who lived the mountain before the avalanche. Yes, she once told me that the spirits had been there since ancient times, and brought calamity upon any who dared to encroach upon their home. When our forebears settled there, they were battered by avalanches and snowstorms until they formed a pact for the first time. Ever since, the ritual in the altar it is performed upon served as the foundation for a peaceful coexistence with the spirits. That responsibility alone for many years keeping disaster at bay, yet she is with us no longer. Someone must follow in her footsteps. I must follow. Siblings or parent? They are related in some way. Take on this burden even knowing full well danger it poses. They have some sort of connection anyways that goes beyond just basic care. Dartoga would have wanted it this way, but she would descend from her home. She would stay with me. I treasure each and every one of those memories. Ah, romantically connected, potentially. You really must see how Tereth and the other spirits frolic during the ritual. Never think they could just as easily bury us all under a hail of snow. The pack is all that protects us from that fate, and soon I shall be its sole inheritor. Though I am young still, perhaps it's time to begin looking for a pupil. I know. It could be you. Yes, I jest. Somebody, or mentor relationship. That was our final conversation. On the way back, she suffered that terrible accident. Had we kept the memory of the pact alive in Morlo's echo? Had we maintained the roads leading to and from the altar? Dartoga may still be with us. Her loss was a tragedy of indifference. Yet the memory of her devotion gives me courage. That's in the presence of Sparks, who so bravely stood before Valakamanda. Sparks? That Sparks? Yep. Hi. We traveled across the salt and risked life and limb for Tyrol. If you can do that for us, I should not balk at doing the same. I am no fighter. If the spirits were to attack again, what would I do? Flee to warmth. You'll be safe there. Indeed, may be the wisest course of action. Spirits would be loath to enter a warm room, and their will may falter upon seeing so many Yakui gathered together. I think I can manage that. Very well, Farmer. I shall return to hands. Before I do, I must confess something. I was so flustered during my flight from the spirits I dropped my most important tools. They are lost to snow now, and I fear I cannot work without them. Well, you can see to that, right? Surely a set of stonemason's tools, equipment for precise measuring and such, cracked pair hands will serve as a final replacement for what Gorzethor lost. I shall provide you with all the materials you need. We prefer to be an armorer or blacksmith right now. I will be your death Sparks. Once you finish, please bring the tools to me and I will get back to work as a Sam. Or even a goldsmith. Literally any of the metalworking classes would have been better right now. Here you go. They're as good as they could possibly be as well. masterful work indeed, even better than what I had before, in fact. I have more trust in you, and I will follow suit. I should make good on my promise to get back to it. The workshop I build shall be worthy of these splendid tools. Nothing is more encouraging than seeing an artisan so eager to test his equipment. Thank you, Sparks. I must return to shelter to attend to my own work, but please stop by for a chat whenever you have a free moment. I am overjoyed because of those turrets. The absence would have sorely felt. In fact, I can think his ordeal was blessing this guy, for he works with even more zeal than before. Being able to tell a story of my time with Dawntrail, and doing so gave her the chance to lend her strength to the present. That could make me happier. Woo! New building! They can start work. Now that we can make additional stonework here, we can use it in the buildings we repair as well. With each brick laid, we draw one step closer to completion. The patterns you see are among the oldest used by our people. Many depict scenes of us living side by side with the snow spirits, and making them has been quite the educational experience. I only hope that Dawntrail is proud to see the progress we have made. You should continue to work and learn. For Dawntrail's sake, I encourage you to the same, Sparks. Yay, Mason's work has been completed, allowing for creation of traditional stonework. Yay, our reputation is up. We are now trusted. We get additional quests because we've leveled up. But I'm gonna do those now, so I think that'll be it for this part. And we'll be back in a bit with more content from level 14. So, hope you enjoy that. Alright, yeah, I am currently in the middle of redoing the Guardian Arkveld fight to get some things for today, because, quite frankly, there's no point in not doing it. Shit, but nope, one of our healers got up. Good, good. Oh, good, because we have summoners. We have a pair of summoners, which mean they have revival spells, which means we have 2 additional revivals in the event that our healers go down. You may notice there's no sound. I deliberately turned it off so that I could play this bit while the other bit was going. And quite frankly, I can't fix that while we're in the middle of trying desperately to stay alive. Fuck. Fuck! Thank goodness for the healing potions, but still, Jesus Christ, this is hard. No! Darn it! I love this fight, but it is not an easy one if you're not paying attention. Well, every fight in this game is like that. If you're not paying attention, you will surely die. Oh, yeah, I was standing in the wrong place there. Well then. While I'm waiting for... No, I got rezzed, like, right away. It is below the threshold at which I feel like I would be... Nope! I went down. Darn it. When I get res, I'm going to go ahead and use the limit break. Because I should at this stage. Why? Oh, there we go. It just took a moment to acknowledge I was trying to do that. There we go. Limit break done. We're almost there. And that'll be another run of Guardian Arkveld. I do actually... I was paying attention again. I do want to get all the gear the Guardian Arkveld offers. Because I think it looks cool. And will make a very nice glamour. There we go. Yay. Get the scales. Ah, you get the Valdian weapon coffer every time you do this. That is incredibly generous. Like, I'm not joking here. That is ridiculously generous. Like, let me put this into perspective, because I have a spreadsheet that I made specifically for keeping track of this kind of thing. And right now, go ahead and boost and get the Valdian. Go with Red Mage. That's why Red Mage currently doesn't have none of my magic users have an updated weapon. Why not? Damn, it's really cool. It's both hideous and beautiful at the same time. But yeah, getting that, I mean, that's a level, yeah, I level 745. The current max is 760, so that is a massive boost. If we get that every time we do this, well, then I won't need to do it for much longer. I'm gonna color code that as orange. Just making sure my sheet is updated. But then we got the scales for the glamour. I'm just gonna go ahead and trade in some stuff. This is just to get my inventory empty. Circular defending. No. upgrade thing or something. Striking. Are those not better than what I have right now? Or are they not in my inventory? Hold on. They are. Wait, did I misread? Scouting? Yeah, scouting. Sorry. No, that's... Like, use a scouting. Wait, am I misreading? Leggings. Feet. That's the feet. Right. I am misreading. Because then the feet we have the actual. Yeah, I missed the ones. Sorry. That's on me for this. Striking. 710, we have something at 720. Bending. Better. I think I have better for all these things. Yes. It's just the ring. I think for all the jewelry it's just rings and filleted stuff where we're behind. And now we don't need this anymore. I'm gonna hold on to the Mystic Memory shirt of scouting in case I don't find a glamour that I like anytime soon. So next stop is Giuliolo to trade shit in, I guess. I want to get the gloves that go with this. They'll go with this shirt. Although I might change up the shirt. Because I think when I saw the gloves, I didn't like that part of the gloves looked like they were the same color. I'll also go talk to the Wandering Minstrel. Yeah, no, it is a different color. Similar, but different, so I'll go with it. I can live with it. Alright, our next stop then is back to Warlord's Echo to see the next bit of content from there. favorite mounts, because I'm not really a big fan of it. Alright, next part of the Yakuza quest line. Sparks were perfect timing. I was just about to make my way up the mountain. But now that you are here, there is a small mobile task that I'm trusting you. Okay, what's up? You see, we are currently in the process of restoring a larder that our Torger used to store not only foodstuffs, but apparently also new offerings which were packed. We've got many different food items and we'll cover this room. As of yet, we have no way of knowing which was the meaning of which one was its offerings. There is a merchant Molo's echo by the name of Kurbula with perhaps you might know that where she trained before we use the ritual. Yeah, I can ask. I would send one of our own to seek him out, but every pair of hands is busy clearing out the remaining stuff. I was just about to join him there. Always letting the second partner is yet to be found after all. That leaves you to speak with the merchant on our behalf, a much less laborious task. The one that awaits me, I promise. Can you do this for us? Yeah, easily enough. Thank you, Sparks. Alright, the merchant's name is Kurbula. I hope this knowledge can aid us. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and mess around with because I like having the company Choco and the Magic Armor and the Black Chocobo, Yo, Mana Cutter, because they're all stories, same with Midgard Soma. Which ones do I not particularly fond of? Well, I'm not really overly fond of the Magitech Sky Armor, to be honest. Or the Coco Burrow Folklore. I like art. Okay. Which ones do I actually want to add to my favorites? Part of wants to add this Tyrannosaurus, but I'll go through every option. The branch bear would also be a good one to add. Think about it. Okay, we helped you make these, and I am fond with them, so. How many slam favorites? One more. Yeah, brother. Yeah, that'll do. I just want them all to be mounts that I'd actually be fine with getting picked up by. Yeah, I'm flying. Right, story. Probably. Hello. Person. Dawntrail, friend now? Ah, yes, I remember her. We would trade on the people. So she never mentioned this pack to speak of. In back over, can new lights on one of the programs. As I recall, she would usually ask for a similar flag and seasons credit for the blacks. Such items as the difficult to pull I don't have so. Now that you know about that, she'll hand her she was it. She's really thought and coins like a strange problem for such a frigid climate as well. Also was a singular kind bred over generations to withstand the freezing weather. Of course, I couldn't deny such an uncommon opportunity. If I took one bite of the pond and bred my face straight to bay. Not tasty? Still, I figure I could sell it as meat or process it as something useful. It's like a bit of produce whenever she visits me. Our Torga seemed to have a hard life of its own. So I was happy to buy her with what but that was just going with something else besides the corn and solid food. Except you said my own two great considering she lived alone, I wasn't quite sure what she meant. But she was so earnest and her answer I said enough for her. But now the pieces are falling into place. I gather this corn has something to do with your ritual. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just gonna turn down the game volume again. You know, I've been wanting to meet Farver and her hands of Zergote for some time. Allow me to accompany you up the mountain. Word of work being done at Zergote has reached us here in Warlord's Echo. I wondered how I could contribute. Now's my chance to find out. I mean, yeah, helping them to cultivate the corn that's used in the ritual would be good. Yay! Moondoggo! Lovely this. To Zergote. I suspect that her home is somewhere over here, in this big clump of snow. There you are, Sparks. Father here might be young, but she takes leading naturally. I'm impressed by how much progress everyone's made so far. Mostly others are resting now, but Father had us clearing snow all day long. Bear with my arms. A hard day's work deserves a high reward. Would you agree? I'll treat you some of my most delicious wares when this is done. By the way, do you have any insight as to what the quote was referring to before? Those dear friends she and the others put corn for? She must have meant the snow spirits. The corn must have been a crucial part of the ritual. Given that it was grown and harvested among the snow, it makes sense that the spirits would have a taste for it. I suppose the larder housed the healthy stock of the crop. Even so, I can't see how anyone spirits are now beneath that stuff. Perhaps the caretaker processes somehow before making an offering. Bread? Cornbread? Without knowing their typical however, growing it now may not be the wisest path. Well, sorry to interrupt, but I've been meaning to mention a large stone we found buried in the snow. The carvings were quite distinct. Are you saying you found a sepulchre? Dark Torger's living sepulchre? It's indeed the stone we've been searching for, then it should hold all the answers we need. The way forward is clear. We finished shoveling the rest of the snow. If only it were so simple. The snow around the stone is frozen solid. Maybe ice pigs could help us free it. With tools like that, we risk damaging the stone, thus losing forever the precious stories carved into it. As of now, we lack the means to remove it cleanly from the ice. Sparks, could you return with me a shelter? The tools we need require a deft hand to craft, and I cannot make them alone. Yep, I would be happy to help. Much appreciated. Unless our focus be on seeing a pet sepulchre for safely rescued. In the meantime, we all should continue their work on the larder. Remember to give yourselves time to rest every once in a while. Oh, this makes me happy, actually. Being able to make so much progress in this. Oh, wait. The story is that way. Why am I walking? One of my favorite mounts, because it's somebody we helped. I like the mounts that have story associated with them. It's why my favorites mostly contain those mounts. If my intuition is correct, the trigger supplement will contain details on the offering, and while I would like to uncover it quickly as possible, the task must be attended to with care, which is why I wouldn't trust no one else with crafting tools required. You don't want to disappoint after all. Brushes will help us clear away snow so we can more easily see the hard ice underneath. Just to make those for us, we'll keep you stocked with all supplies you need. Good luck, Sparks. No, yeah, I don't need it. See? This is why I actually am very happy with the way this is being done. Have you finished already? Good, good. May I take a look? If you would take a look at my expertly crafted work. As I said, you would not disappoint. These will certainly help us free the sepulchre from that stubborn ice. With work on the ladder going well, our goal feels so close at hand. I want to rush headlong to the end, but I know haste will only set us back. Yay, we found the larder. Oh, so the larder is hidden under the ice. Let's knock some things on the floor. Sorry, you heard a loud crash right there. These some are safe. Beautiful, is it not? Despite his age, Corbular may have fought more snow than the rest of us combined. Having a place to store our daily food stuff will certainly make our lives easier. Of course, we also intend to devote space to cold-resistant corn after we can grow and harvest it. I hear the others have already found a plot for cornfields, so the larder may become crowded soon enough. I only hope we can figure out exactly how the plans fit into the ritual. Is that the living sepulchre? I have missed you, Dark Holder. Although it may take time, I promise to read every single word you left us. I always enjoyed the wisdom of your conversations, and I've been blessed to speak with you again. Nothing can make me happier. Aww. Deciphering the story to our program and spirits will take time, so please be patient. It seems I must consult the surrounding stonework, but you told me. That's no problem, I don't mind waiting. The high larder has been restored, getting the opportunity place to store their food. Living sepulchre may hold a secret pack, but there is yet work to be done until it's deciphered. I'll get the 3 additional quests for today. Which, seeing as we do have time, I plan to keep going for an hour, we can go ahead and do it. So first, let's go ahead and take the 3 additional quests. We've got a my Death Toy version. That's it. That is all we have gained. That is actually cool. Into the open arm to go talk to people who will tell us what our next mission is. I am pleased to see that things are slowly making progress. I fully expect the building right beside the larder is going to be the next thing that we construct. It just makes no sense. Damn, this place is really pretty. Another icicle for market? Okay, we got something to deliver to Perishable's Peddler. I love that this one would shrink everything. I'd love to zoom in and actually get a closer look with the wheel. I don't know if my mouse doesn't really work right. Yeah, I know I don't need to make the things as good as possible. I might as well. The force of habit, really, at this point. If I can make something incredible, I will. Right. Almost there. Oops. It's very hard to fail these missions after all. Or not these missions, rather this crafting. Alright. Oh look, it's the guards on it. I do love it that this is just that. It's just a mount as well as a minion. Having the minion version follow you around for the part of the story where he's relevant as the minion is nice. I should really do a Big Game Plus at some point. Or maybe make a new character to replay the story as. We have to come back to him after we get the delivery anyways. Yep. Here's your spring motor icicle. That I was very happy when we actually got the ability to use. So our next stop will be to return to Overground, more specifically to... Where was it again? They're closest to... Wallachdorf, I think? Yeah. Oh my goodness, a raid! Thank you, Lemon J. I very much appreciate that. Okay, is my... It seems that my Streamlabs is gone on. But for anyone coming in, my name's Sparks, variety streamer, trying to just get in with whatever game currently takes a fancy. Right now, that happens to be Final Fantasy 14. We're about to go and do a dive in a deep dungeon. Just want to double check something quickly though before I do that. Yeah, of course you're off. Alright, let's fix that, and then... There you go. That's better. Alright, also... Alright, now, where was I? I was going to talk to whichever one of these lets me into the deep dungeon. I think it's this one. Yep. So we're entering Pilgrim's Traverse. Stage slot 1. Enter with a match ready. So now we wait to see who else will join us. May take a bit of time, the party may be very unbalanced, but hopefully it is decent. In the meantime, while waiting, Vanderbilt ends. Manderville Mumbo is more fun. Seriously though, I do hope we get a decent enough party too. Alright, we got 3 people queuing up. We just need one more. And then we'll be ready to go. Hopefully our party will have at least a tank, a healer, and another DPS besides myself. I do want to try and see how far we can get in a deep dungeon. If we can at least clear a number of floors, I'll be happy. There we go. We'll see how far we can get. I want to try and get as far as possible. First time here, so this should be fun. Oh, this is pretty. Pilgrim's Traverse. It does look like this place has been well preserved, actually. This is a place. Magical chest. Okay, so not the most useful thing. But it does look as if we have a healer. No tank though. We try not to go too fast because this dungeon does actually have its own level of progression. I'm gonna save the commander of sight for now. Yeah, so the whole point of deep dungeons is that they follow. They follow mystery dungeons. So every room and everything randomly generated. There's no real predicting what you're gonna run into. Our party is not split up. That's how you end up dying. Alright. Looks like we're done here and the next floor is available. Yes, I activated commander of sight. Oh, cool. We're getting stronger. Yeah, that's fair. Votive burns. During the time that I can be decreased. Okay. I'm not gonna bother. Activating the commander of sight. So we got under a barrel. We might as well just use that one. Stronger. I would prefer it if we got some armor. Well, next floor. Yeah, we're only on 6. I think the next floor is the boss. That was it. Yeah, I'd like to progress to the next one. See how far we can get. Damn, that's a lot of HP that restores. Do any of my current potions do that much? No, they don't. Well, I probably won't need it anytime soon, so leave it. But yeah, we need to progress to the next area. If somebody will say yes to that, that'd be great. I would like to continue the story. I only want to go as far as I need to complete the story content. I have zero intention of playing this repeatedly to get everything that's to offer unless there's something that I really, really want. One moment while I deal with somebody who apparently can't read. Try and sell anything in my stream, or be just act in a manner that makes it clear a bot, and boom, gone. Mwahaha. Should I leave? Nah. I'll just hang around here until enough people say yes to going on to the next area. As long as we at least get a healer going, that'll be great. What we got? What was it again? What was the item? Where'd it go? Reorganize the inventory and it's disappeared. Nope, there it is. Sacks of silvered light. Yep. Only a good friend of ours can undo the enchantments and allow us to progress. while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go and deal with some stuff. Let's see. If I had the money, I would get that, but I don't, so. This is taking a while. It's more than 5 minutes now. Let's see, anything else? Really? Come on. I guess that's what happens when you have fixed parties versus matched parties. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Alright, I got them on the influence. Somebody used it right away, as they should. And I'm looking at it. Good news is we do still technically have a healer. Red mage. Also, bad news is that two members of the party are lower leveled. Good, we're not... Good, this isn't a party that just moves on once we've unlocked the next thing. What's this? Okay, curing item, not the most useful thing. Yeah, because some of the parties just carry on without bothering to try and fight, clear everything, fight as many as possible. Which is not the ideal thing to do. Might as well do something else. So I just enter the next floor.
straight line. Cool. What have we got? Strength and purity. This place is full of spider webs, so I am fully expecting the boss of this area to be stuck. So reckless there. Yep, got them cool armor 6 then. Yep, glad to see we're all in the same boat regarding things. Oops. I don't know. Hopefully the single problem is that they're a risk-reward type thing. Yes, they make things harder, but they could also make things easier. That's the beauty of this. Lots of crystals and spider webs. Crystal spider, maybe? That'd be cool. Running to catch up with everyone else. With somebody else. Oh yeah, we have it. Wow, GPS is just really bad. But also not bad, because it can be fun. Okay, so somewhere on this floor. I don't know what Votive of that mortification does. Clearing HP with a portion of damage dealt. Okay. That's fun. Alright, one of sight, which will keep next. Candelabra has been activated, so moving on. We're on stone 14 already. I don't know how many stones we actually have to set in order to get to the next bit of the story content. I think it might be 30, but I'm not sure. Oh god. What is this? Oh, that's fun. How long does this last? fun. Probably just this more. That was fun. What votives do we have left? Okay, we got a piece of a horde. That's good. Oh, mimic. Mimics are fun. Except that one did not drop a chest, which is sad. Oh well. Moving on. The fuck are we? Yeah, we could carry on to the next floor if we wanted, but we didn't want the chest. You know, we don't know what kind of reward we get. We don't know if that is going to help us get that. Ooh, somebody's playing a big one. It's fine, we'll catch up. Okay, my illuminated creature is... Catch 14 out of it. That's fast. Probably a compliment that was made in previous things like this was that it did build great. They're doing treasure. Okay. What treasure? Yeah, next floor is the last one. Boss fight time. I mean, I guess it's spider. Yay. Alright, so another area cleared. How many pieces of... only 3. That's fine. Oh, right away. Yay, maybe it'll be the same party then. Or at the very least, it'll be a party with similar gear. Or... and we'll see. We'll see what it's like. Could be the very same party. If we're lucky. Yep, looks to be. Except we had a red mage in the last party. We have no healers. We are so careful. reactivate the right field, they're gonna be starting to. We have literally just transformed into something that can insta-kill. Yeah, we can rush a bit now to the max level, so we don't need to worry about all of the enemies. But we will need to deal with it. Save it for the next one. Better to do that. Start of the door. I like how this place looks like. Oh, can we not activate? Oh, we can't. Items are prohibited on this floor. That sucks. goody. Something boosted our offense. That's fun. I remember one of the later things that was require ether stuff to be a certain level. So hopefully by the time we get to the end of this, we'll be that level. Still prohibited from using paper. Better not contain the pound. Oh, ow, they missed. Mine. Might as well. Gotta go through my inventory and lose anything quest-wise, because I've gotten everything that I wanted from them. I'll do that. No, it's 3. Good. Nice. Second last. Center. Alright, boss time. This should be fun. Ooh, cutscene before the boss. Oh yeah, you're the big bad. Fallen grace, forgiven treachery. You're gonna be fun. I have literally never faced this before, so yay. Oh, I saw this. Understand, I guess. Alright, I think that might be it for now. Yep, that was that. So I think Tiamarn is, yep. Okay, an orchestra in a roll, materia, demo materia, a leafman card. Okay. First light relic can be exchanged for certain items, can be exchanged for certain items. Exchange artifacts, pilgrim's potion for the illuminated glass, and we need a shit ton more of these if we want any of those things. Okay. Clear beyonds. Okay, that's fair. Alright, I am going to take the quest to unlock the next bit. But I need to go to the toilet first, so I will be right back. Alright. Dean is eyeing you critically. Have you news I should hear? Welcome, Wanderer. Oh, is that so? Sitting here donning robes of the clergy. That does sound promising. Tell me more, Thin Branch. In mind's eye can peruse the fullest portrait. Either I mistake the shape and make it quiet, or else you faced an arbiter of light. It would be best to send for the king. Although considering your bond, your battle may already be old news. A moment, if you please. Oi, Oswin, put a girl round about Ilmeg and 40 wing beats. Oops. Live scene, live scene. Thankfully, that was not a cutscene, but this is. Have you found by burning Jupiter incense can summon the Fairy King to your side? I had not thought about it, no. Of course you haven't. You're only mortal, as innocent as a bairn of 5 summers on the eve of her baptism. One more sleep and you'd be welcomed into the Lady of the First Light, but not all children were so lucky. Those who died before baptism could not receive light's blessings. They could be reborn. Instead, their souls were condemned to wander these lands as pixie kind. Okay. However, not all pixies are made this way. Take a mortal youth, no older than 16, lead them into the kingdom of rainbows by intent or happenstance. Should they follow their breadcrumbs safely back, let none be the wiser. Should their heart cry out for home, let mortality embrace their mossy bones. But should they be of that rare disposition, one that longs for magic's fell and fancy's fey, Those are the pilgrims that wander evermore. To revel do they turn their mind to dreams of wings and pixie kind. No food nor rest feign they to take, forever after ne'er to wake. Okay. Exhausted and enthralled, the dreamer dies, and beside their remains blooms a solitary flower. The dewy petals hold a wayward youth who purge their mortal grossness and sees the likeness of their desire. Ooh, creepy. One who spurned their fate. A mad bloom. Yes. Our King Titania was once a mortal like yourself, a mortal baptized in the Church of the First Light. Had their body lain in a chapel, juniper incense would have been burned in their honor. There is something so familiar, so comforting about juniper smoke. For a moment, the soul remembers where it belongs, and the smoke in turn embraces it. So, to your censer the king may fly, welcome within the church as one of its faithful deceased. I trust to do with cajoling you with mischief. Perish the thought, I would sing your majesty's praises as the most audacious pilgrim this land has ever known. Traversing walls and wards, life and death, even the boundary betwixt mortal and fey. No other makes such a delightful mockery of barriers. Well, never have I been so needlessly flattered. 'Tis only natural to seek roses despite the briar. Those who would not dare of pricked fingers seem far stranger to me. Oswin says you have something to report. I would hear it from your lips, my sapling. Tell me everything. There are discoveries of a line. While you were visiting chapels, my keepers were sifting through books. Among them we found record of the great Archbishop's passing before the fall of Voivod. His death dissolved the church's hierarchy as no successor could be named. Slain by sinners officially. In disgrace we know the need to dig up lies buried indeed. But the Archbishop became a sin eater. That a few records were obfuscated would hardly be surprising of the church's declining reputation at the time. I believe so. The vestments of the eater you encountered match those in the Archbishop's portrait all too well. After turning, he must have been locked away where none could find him, fated to wander the ruins of the faith forevermore. We may have been freed from the torments of light, but the Archbishop would have known no such relief. Perhaps what remained of him was calling out, begging to be put to rest, that he might know death as one of the faithful, in spite of the monster he had become. Yeah, that seems plausible. 'Tis your majesty, and the archway passes, frightful glide no longer. History shall inter the first light beside him, its legacy as brief as lightning in the collided night. Centuries will bury its stone and millennia will erase its name. Do you think so? You and your comrades once traveled to the stars and back. As I tracked the pretty glimmer of your mortal lives, I could not help but wonder. Were there always Fae and Morfrat? The Church of the First Light wove us into their stories repeated for lifetimes on end. The devotion may well have created us. Belief has been known to change the world, has it not? True. So, even to the church we forgot the name, its legacy will live on. It lives in every one of us. Farewell, Archbishop. I may never remember you, or the mortal I once was. But beyond the yew trees, I found something beautiful. That's nice, a bit of additional lore about Titania. Not exactly hard proof, but you did well enough. Of all the scenarios likely to organize a funeral, a lonely archbishop does fit the part. Now all is done and all is clear, with nothing left for us to fear, except perhaps, now here's a catch. Upon the church remains the latch, the ward that keeps us high and dry. Stay mum as to the reason why. What else inside drives us away? What days us suffer any fate? Alas, once more in chapel lies the truth behind this ill society. Upset Archbishop simply forgot to turn the spell off. Happens to the best of us. Stone 31. So, okay, interesting. Okay, so this allows me to see what it is. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Okay, so it's 750. Oh, and it actually looks really cool. Wish I could zoom in to get a better look. Ah, I really like that. Okay, so I do want to save up for that. So in order to do that, we need to get 3 illuminated ether pool bricks. Alright. Okay. We can actually get 2 grips right now. So we can continue and do later floors, but I think I want to practice some things, unlock some other things, do a bunch of off-camera stuff. So I think that's where we'll call it for today. It's been fun. I look